Welcome back, folks. Today we're going to be talking about the Mighty Carp Tour, the September tournament here. They do have some updated winning stuff for them. I'm not going to get into too many details because I really want to get all three qualifiers, to show you guys how to do all three qualifiers in this guide here. So, if you guys don't know what the Mighty Carp Tour is, you can only use carp rods, and you can use rod stands. Now, this is where I have an issue for a lot of the platforms. The what I call fish cloning or double uniquing has been fixed, but on PlayStation, it's harder, but there's still a way to do it. I'm not going to be promoting it. I won't be doing it in the tournament. And so there is going to be a few people that are using that bug to have a higher advantage. Last year we seen it run rampant. I did a video on it. It is a little harder to do this year. But with that being said, because of that, for me, I'm going to be putting out the guide to help you guys out with this. Uh, now I will be live streaming, of course, but the reason I'm making this guide is so you guys can get practice ahead of time. And also, I will not be trying to make it to the semifinals or finals this year for a few reasons. I have everything that's in this tournament, and as you guys know, I think I've made the last 12 or 10 out of 12 finals. I don't really care if I make the semifinals or finals anymore. So I just want to show you guys how to do this in the locations at each lake. So with that being said, there's no boats. You must use a keep net. You can only keep 10 fish. And pretty much other than that is straightforward. But is we're going to go ahead and now and take a look at qualifier one. It is at Tiber River. I'll show you guys how to fish it. And you're going for trophy common carp. I know it says young and common, but you don't want that. You want the trophies for this one, and it is on the sunny day, guys, so that will play a factor. Now, these are last year's results, and I want to be very clear. For this carp tournament, if you do not spot or oversize or spot for oversized fish, you will not make it at all. For example, at this lake, you can see all these sizes are 22 pounds, 21 pounds, and the biggest one in the tournament is 23. And now this year, they are coming out bigger. I've already gotten um, off of our new recipe up to 24, 25 pounds here. So, with that being said, all of these you're going to have to throw out at least a half a mix or a full mix of the recipe. We'll go back here and I will show this recipe to you guys right here. This is Super Viagra. This is what you guys are definitely going to want to use here. I will show this in metric here in a second as well. Now, while you're putting this in, there has been an update since I made this recipe. I have no issues with it here now, making it. But if you have an issue where you can't get all the ingredients in, just go ahead and raise the river breamer and the grand fish feeder up slightly so that you can get all of them in. It'll still have the same effect, and that's how you get it in. Here is the metric um, version of the recipe here, guys. And I know I'll get a comment where somebody can't add it in. As you can see, I have added it in with no problems whatsoever. Now, if you do, just again, like I said, add in your breamer and a little bit more grand fish feeder, and you can get the other ingredients in if you are on a different platform. With that being said, guys, if you are new to oversized fishing and you don't know much about it, I'm going to leave a complete starter guide so that you guys know how to do that down in the pinned comment. And also tomorrow, when you're seeing this, tomorrow I'll be doing an oversized fishing stream if you guys want to come ask questions about it or whatnot. We'll also be doing the competition here right here. So that will be tomorrow um, for you guys, Thursday. So this is a recipe that I made, and I will be using this the whole carp tournament. In fact, I actually use this for everything but catfish and beluga when I am oversized fishing. So probably a useful recipe to have around. And at each place, I will, as we do the guide, I will spot twice just to show you what fish come out. Now, for qualifier one here, folks, we're going to show you, I'm going to go ahead and show you the setups that I am using. So if you can see here, this is the setup. In a second, I will show you the metric version. You can pause it if you want. Now, the boilies are I strawberry and citrus. The citrus one, it is a sunny day, so fruity flavors are probably going to be your best bet. Also, if you do want, you can use peas here, folks. And this is the setup in metric if you guys do want to see what it is here in metric. Also, with the hook size 3.0 to 5.0 works just fine. If you are feel like you're not catching as much as you want to, you may want to go down to the 3.0 carp or the 4.0 carp. And if you feel like you're doing really well, you may want to do to the 5.0 carp. This is the spod setup I am using. It is very similar to the carp pole, actually, the difference being this is a spod pole. And also make sure that you're using the large spod and not the trophy large spot because this one actually holds more carp. So anyway, the spots here for qualifier one when you spawn in are going to be right here. And as you can see, right here is the mark. You can go ahead and put the mark in your um, map. You can pause it so that this video isn't a 30-minute video for everybody if you want to add these in. Also, for the other ones, they are right here. This is the third spot, and I will go up and take you guys to these. And the second spot is right up here. So we'll go up to them right now. And for these locations, you're going to either want to throw half the mix or a full mix at each one. That is going to be up to you. You do need to practice this. I can show you guys how to do it. But if you guys don't practice it, you're not going to know how it reacts for you. This is the spot 3, and the spot 2 is right up here. As we come in, it'll be this middle spot right there. So if you do want to practice it, you can do it in these templates here. I can't create one because I have the one for Thursday up right now, but you make these practices and you can set the temperature and everything as to the time or as the tournament and the time of the tournament. And a good goal for you is going to be you're going to want to at least catch 13 to 20 big trophies, and you're hoping to get 10 that are over 15 pounds or kind of that 7 kilogram area mark. Also, as you can see uh, from the Tiber River leaderboard, there are actually already people practicing, but anything over this 15.5 is oversized, guys. That's why you need to use the oversized carp mix. And I can actually get up to 24, 25 here. So just off of one spotting, you can see we've already actually taken the top spot. Now for qualifier two, it is at California, and as you can see, these are the scores from last year. I think they're going to be pretty similar. I actually for Russia and California here, I was practicing much higher than I did here, but I actually was practicing between 540 and 525 in practice. I had a bad luck deal. Actually, only had one unique in the first whole half of last year, and then it went off the handle. I don't know what I did wrong in the beginning, but anyway, still made it. So these last two qualifiers, I definitely feel confident with. Now that we have the new recipe, that new Super Eye Viagra, that was on an old recipe I used last year. And so let's go over to the lake. I will show you the setup here quickly. Now you can use two different setups. It's a cloudy day. As you can see here, we'll go into the tournament so you guys can see it is a cloudy day or a partly cloudy day. So the shellfish and fish meal will work better on that day. You can also use citrus if you want, but the big thing is this is where we up the hook size. This is the setup here, but you can use either a 10-aught carp hook or a 14-aught captain hook here on the fish meal, big boilies, the biggest ones, and or the fish meal. Here is the setup in metric if you guys want to see it. Just keep in mind this lake is going to be a little tougher due to the fact of double uniquing will definitely that game bug will definitely be used a lot at this place in Russia. All right, so for spot one of three, I mean, I use three spots at all locations because if you're using more than that, you're wasting your time because by that time you're done with your third spot, you can come back to your first. But anyway, here is spot one right here. I will show you on the map. And like you said, you can pause these to put these in your own map. And then over here, we're going to go to spot two, which is off the dock. And with this spot, I make sure that when I come over to this dock, that I'm all the way back on the dock. If I get too close, so we'll back up here and we'll cast out right here. If I get too close, a lot of times I won't get anything. The fish won't bite for some reason. So I make sure I stay back. And right here you can see the mark. There it is. If you want, you can pause it and put it in to your uh, map as well. And for the third spot, it is right here. And that is just straight out right over there. As with all the setups that you're going to see in this video, this is a max drag setup with the fastest recovery at that max drag ability. If you are using less than max drag, for example, the Griffin spot is the 10,000 is the fastest recovery in the game. If you are using slower than that, you're just wasting your time reeling in fish on bait or your spot rod because with the spot rod there is no tension to pull in, and also on your normal poles with bait, you're going to want to bring them in as quick as you can. And also, if they try to get run at you and you lose slack, it'll be much easier to keep it on with a faster recovery reel. As you can see, California, the weights are a lot different here. They are higher and they fluctuate a lot more. Actually, they even get higher than this on the leaderboard. As we on stream a few weeks ago caught a 71 here, but you can see some people are already practicing and got some oversized up here. And oversized starts at 49, guys. So if you're wondering, these ones all up here are oversized, as you can see here. Now, we didn't get too lucky on ours. You hope between 60 and 70, and you might get one bigger than that. And anything over 50 is really going to help you here if you can pull them in and get them in quickly without fighting too much. And for our qualifier here at Russia, these are the scores from last year. Last year, I could actually get between 530 and 500. So I was very good at qualifier 2 and 3 last year here. Um, with that being said, these are all oversized too. Anything over, I believe, 41 is oversized at Russia. Now at Russia, there is quite a few places to catch these, but using only 3 spots, which you only really need. This is the what I use: fish meal or sweet corn will work. This is the same pole as a qualifier 2 setup, so I won't be showing the metric version. And the spot 1 is up here at Resting Waters. And you come up, and your first spot is right here on the map. If you want to place it in your markers, it's right there. And for spot 2, it is a little bit of a walk, but you just run down this way right here to the end of that, and eventually you can see where my stand marker is right here, 300 in 0.4, and the actual fish marker right here is 287.34. And then for the third spot is up on the boat dock right here. And it is just straight off of the boat dock. As you can see, it is right here, 52 and 66. There is another alternate spot if you do want it. It is right here. That spot in the boat works pretty similar, so that's up to you if you guys want to use it. So as you can see, mine haven't went on the leaderboard yet, but the unique will be both the uniques will be number 1, and I actually had another trophy right around this size here. So I had 2 oversized trophies, and yes, the trophies can get oversized. The trophies begin oversized at 28. The uniques begin oversized at 38, I believe. Yeah, 38. So in each spot, too, guys, you on this whole video, you're gonna want to skip hopefully 2 fish, or whenever it slows down. When you're not catching the big fish. Your first fish is almost always going to be a big one. After that, they're always going to be a little bit littler. But you do want to get at least 1 or 2 fish out of each hole, possibly 3 or more if you're having a good run. But anyway, hopefully this guide helps you out. We'll see you next time, folks.